Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Miss G of Miss G Crafting Etc. Today we're going to do, it's been snowing out in Chicago and I shoveled snow. Man, got that done. The snow was up to my knees in the front and a little bit higher in the backyard, but I had to make a path for the babies. But anyway, today was a perfect day to do some miscellaneous crafting. And I had put a few things together. I want to show you earring. I'm a freehand designer, and I don't do jewelry. Is not basically what I'm a part of. But that's why I'm called craftings. But I had some pieces that I had been working on, and I wanted to assemble into some earrings. Again, I'm a freehand artist. It means that I use things, I make them, I put them together, and I don't use so much as measurements. Basically, when I make the clays. But today we're going to make two styles of earrings using paper beads and homemade porcelain clay that I make. Now on my YouTube description, I'll put on there where you can go to learn how to make the porcelain clay, because I have a site that I really like, the young lady who does hers, and where to go to do paper beads, because again, there's so many things out there how to make paper beads, until I figured that you can go to one of the sites that I put down on my description, and you can go there and learn how to do paper beads on your own. Okay, again, we're going to make two pair of earrings. The paper beads, I'm going to show you what I'm using, and I'm going to show you how I got the color texture I have. So you won't be seeing my face as much as you'll be seeing my hands as always. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, as you can see, I have designs. I basically draw the items when I have the items that I have to work with. I actually draw the pictures of what I want to put together. Again, that's because a lot of times I never do things the same each time, which is okay. But I like to get things on paper so I can always refer back to it or add a little more something to it that makes it look a lot better. So again, this is a picture of the earring that I'm going to be making. Again, it's one where it has the paper bead at the top, and it has a handmade porcelain bead at the bottom and some chains. So, and that's going to be one of the earrings we're going to make is one. And then I have another earring here, which is two paper beads and a rectangular porcelain square. Now these porcelain squares and paper beads are also used, they're polished with nail polish, and they're then coated several times. Coated several times to get a good glaze on them. The same thing goes for the porcelain clay. I hand make the clay and I do the shapes. I hand cut the shapes using things like old charge card pieces, knives, just things whatever I have at hand. I'm not the kind of person who just has to buy all the pieces, the little hearts and things. I do everything freehand, as you can say. So we're going to get started with the blue. Well, it's the two paper beads and the rectangle in the middle. Again, this one I'm going to show you what I did. Originally, the paper bead was like this. I rolled this, again, you can see it's shiny, and then I coated it several times with glaze. All right, but this is not the way the bead is going to look when I put the earring together. What I did, I got some what they call polka dot nail polish from the dollar store, and it said polka dots. And if you look at it, it's dots all on it. So when I polished the blue bead, this is the texture that I got. I got like a galaxy looking, but there's lots of dots, white, black, all over this bead. So this is the bead we're going to use. We're going to use two beads like this. And this is the porcelain clay. As you can see, this porcelain clay I polished in blue. The blue was the same color and nail polish as this bead. Once I did that and got it dry, I added the polka dots. And you see the texture again, it looks like a galaxy, all the dots all around. And that's front and back. Now with porcelain clay, before I did the polishing, I had to wait 3 to 4 days for it to dry, because porcelain clay handmade, definitely it dries outside in. So, and that way you get a hard texture so it does not break or crack easily. Then I polished it and waited, put several coats of blue polish. Then I waited, and then I added my top coat, and then I glazed it several times with what they call triple glaze. And I got this shiny look. It's front to back. Okay, you're going to need, with this, you're going to need some jump rings. I got these from Michael's. These are the small jump rings. And you're going to need some larger jump rings. Okay. You're going to need, here you go. You're going to need some round head pins. Let's see if you can see that pretty good. Round head pins with the round stop at the bottom. You're going to need at least four of those. And you're going to need an earring wire. You're going to need an earring wire, an ear wire like this. I prefer these over the ones without the balls on them. And when we finish, you need, also you need some, I'm using silver balls. I have them in here. I'm not going to take them out. I got some silver balls that we're going to use, see, as stops at the end of each bead. Okay. When we finish, this is what our product is going to look like. It's going to look just, I'm going to give you a little bit of close. It will look just like this. It'll look exactly like the picture, except now it's come to life. Okay. So we're going to get started on this particular bead. Alrighty. And I'll set this up like this. Come up some. Oh, there you go. I'm going to try to assemble. I just want you to be able to see my hands. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to start with the triangle part, the middle. It works easier when you start from there. We're going to take our large jump ring, and we're going to open it. In this case, you twist open. You do not pull open. You twist open like so. And I make it big enough so I can get the hole through. Then I'm going to put it through the rectangle. I just open it just a little bit more. All right. And I'm going to put it through here. Try to keep my ring out the way. Okay, let's see what we can do. Put it through here. There you go. And we're going to twist it until it gets through there. There you go. And I'm strong with you can use your flat nose pliers to twist it back. Again, we didn't pull, we twisted it. So when you twist it back, it's going to go straight back. But before we twist it back, we're going to add our paper bead to this part of the jump ring. So we're going to lay this down, and we're going to work on our bead. Okay, here is our bead. And here is we're going to add a silver. Okay, we had our round head head pin. We're adding our jump bead, our paper bead. And then we're adding another bead, the silver bead stop bead at the end. Okay, there you go. Putting that there. Okay. And now I have to close this so that I can close it so I can connect it to the rectangle. So we're going to close this using your round nose pliers. Making a circle. And I like doing this by hand. And that way I can work with it and get it the way I need it to be, so it will not come off of the jump ring. And in this case, it looks perfect. And I bend it back. There's a lot of ways to learn to do this. There's on YouTube. I just have my own way of doing it. And I got it. There you go. And it's ready. Okay, now I'm going to add it to the jump ring. That's connected to the, that's already connected to the rectangle. I just add it onto there. I take my flat nose pliers and I close it up by twisting it back and back together. I do not, again, it wasn't pulled, it was twisted. So I push it back together like so. And now it's connected. All right. So that's part one. Okay, now we're going to do the next jump ring. Again, this is going to be, you're going to twist it apart. And again, I'll show you better. I'll hold it right here. You're going to twist it apart like so. Let me grab it like that. Twist it apart because you want to be able to twist it back. You're going to add it to your rectangle of the part of the earring. And let's see, like so. Pull it through. And I'm going to close it back just a little bit. Again, we got to get it ready for the jump ring, ready for the other paper bead. Okay, and here's your other paper bead. Your paper bead. And here's your round head pin. Your silver bead is first. Then your paper bead. Then your silver stop bead again. And again, I'm a freehand closer. I use my round nose pliers to make the circle head on this pin. I just grab it, turn the pin around the pliers like so I can get a good loop like so. And then I pull it back and I check to make sure that it's closed at the bottom, and it is. Again, I check to see that it's closed at the bottom. And if you look at it, you'll see it is now, both ends have the circle loops on them. Hope you can see that. Okay, so now it's ready to attach to the jump ring. Okay, we're going to attach it to the jump ring like so. Again, we're going to use our flathead pliers to twist it back closed. Sometimes you have to wiggle twist it because you want it to be snug against the other end. So you keep wiggling until you get it snug. That way your bead will not come off the ring. Okay, I'm going to twist it a little more. Let's see. And like it's going to be a little stubborn, but we're going to get it there. Okay, one more. Okay, I think I got it. There you go. Now it's twisted. And I generally just turn it right down into the circle. And now we got our two parts. Now we're going to connect the ear wire. So now you see, let you see how far you've gotten. Now we got all three parts together. I don't want to be out of focus so you can see it. Okay. Now we're going to add the small jump ring. Again, a small jump ring to connect the paper bead, the last paper bead, to the ear wire. To connect the last paper bead to the ear wire. So we're going to twist it open just like we did the big one. I can use my hands to do that. And then we're going to add the paper bead. I'm sorry, I used the wrong hand. We're going to add the paper bead like so. We're going to add our ear wire. We got the ear wire. And then we're going to close the paper bead. And I use this so you can see. We're going to twist close this paper bead as well, just like we did the big one. We're going to twist close it. Make sure it's snug. Okay, we're going to make sure that it's snug. Next to the other part, the other end, so it will not. There you go. And I kind of pinch it a little bit to make sure that it's close together so they don't come apart. And it looks good. There you go. And now we are done. We have completed our paper bead. So I'm going to let you see what we've got done. It is now, we have a set. Voila. We now have a set of paper beads and porcelain clay earrings. Okay, we're going to make one more. It's going to be a different style using paper beads again, but it's a handmade bead made by me. I'm going to put it on this one because this is the one that we're going to make that we showed earlier. Okay, this is the paper bead and the handmade porcelain clay round up. It's a flat bead. It's round, but it's flat in the middle with chains at the bottom. It's like a nice little shoulder sweep. The color is purple. Okay, and this is the bead that we're going to use. It is, if I can get a little more, I don't want to take it out of focus. Okay, this is as a purple bead. You see it's round, but it's flat. So I made sure I used a paper clip when I was making it, and I put the paper clip through the bead and let it dry. And after a few hours, I moved the paper clip back and forth to make sure I had a good hole in the center of it. So when it dried, a permanent hole was in there. This is a purple with a purple nail polish, top coated, and then glazed after I added some purple glitter nail polish as well. And I used the triple glaze on this to get that shine on here, and also to get it a good hardener, so it'll last long. And here's the paper bead we're going to use. This is a paper bead. It's just paper. It's purple. And on the ends, you can see the lines because I used a purple pen to make lines on it before I rolled the paper bead. So I got in it with the purple and white. And we have our silver balls. Again, we're going to be using silver balls. And we're going to use a long round head pin. We're going to use one ear wire, and we're going to use 2 small jump rings. Okay, allowing for time, this is what it's going to look like when we finish. You're going to have the chains. Let's see if I can get a distance on here. This is going to be your finished product. It's like a nice paper bead shoulder sweep. Again, this creation is something I put together. It won't be another one. It'll be on my Facebook page, MsGeeCraftingEtc, if you want to see it. And I do plan to sell these as well. Okay, so we're going to start on this. Try not to go too far over because, when you do this video, they allow for so much time. I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so we start with our head pin. We start with the long head pin, trying so you can see it. And it has with the circle head pin. We're going to add our bead. We're going to add our bead. Then we're going to add our handmade porcelain clay bead. Okay. Just a little closer. What you think? Okay. Just a little. There you go. All right. Then we're going to add another silver bead. Okay. Now we got both beads on there. Okay. Now we're going to add the paper bead. And we're going to add the last silver bead. Okay, I think I got a little, this bead has a little paper on it. I think I got it. There you go. put that back on like that. Add the silver bead to it. There you go. All right, there you are. Okay, we're all set. Now what we're going to do, again, I'm going to have to add, I'm going to have to cut a little off of this, about not even under a half an inch, just so I can curl and turn to prep this bead, so I can curl and turn it to prep it for the ear wire. I have to make that circle that we need at this end. So I'm going to, it's an inch. I'm cutting off an inch off this ear wire. And then I'm going to turn it. I can't turn it with my other hand, so I'm going to turn it like this around those pliers. And then I'm going to turn it just tight enough, and then I'm going to bend it back again. Again, this is not the way they do it, but this is the way I do it, because I like to make sure that it does not come apart. And I wanted to make sure it's closed, so it'll be tight against the bead, like so. There you go. All right. So now we have, okay. Alrighty. Trying to make sure you can see it. Okay. There we go. We have our bead all done for that part. Now we're going to add the chains to the bottom. I've already started the chains. I'm gonna hold this. I've already started the chains. I'm just going to hold this here with my long nose pliers so you can see. Now I'm going to add the other two chains that I didn't put on here. Okay. That's one. Got one more to add. Sometimes it's, okay, that's four. So I have 4 chains on here. Now I'm going to take this jump ring that has the chains on it, and I'm going to add it to the bottom of this bead, just by looping it on here. Again, I'm going to twist it back closed. I'm going to use my other hand to twist it back closed so you can see with the pliers, okay? I'm going to twist it back closed because we don't want those chains to come off. We want these ends to touch when we twist it back closed and be plush against them. That way the beads, the chains, everything will stay on. Okay, once I do that, and you can look at it and tell if it's not closed. I wear glasses, but I can always tell when the jump ring is not closed. So I make sure, because I do not want my product falling apart. I do not want my product falling apart. So I check to make sure that my beads are close together. I'm going to use my hand because it's easier for me to twist closed. And I can feel the touching of the 2 ends. So I know. See, there you go. All right. So I'm going to show you that. Now we got all the chains on and we at the top bead. Now it's time to add our ear wire. For the ear wire, we need a jump ring as well. Okay, and again, since you know we need a jump ring, I'm just opening it up, twist to open, do not pull. Very important you to know. Okay, now I'm going to connect my earring, the bead to the jump ring, and then I'm going to connect my ear wire to the jump ring, and then I'm going to twist everything back together. I'm going to twist the jump ring back together so each end is touching. And again, I'm doing it with my hand because I like to feel that when they touch, and I can feel it when they touch each other, that they are together. So now they're together, I give a final push by making sure they're both together by clamping my flat nose pliers against the total circle, like so. So now I know that they're together. And I'm going to push this just a little bit more to make sure. There you go. Now, we have completed our other pair of earrings. And here you go. I want you to see the finished product. And we're done. So now we have two. I'm going to use my ruler so that you can see it. We have completed 2 earrings. I'll raise it up. These are the paper bead with a combination of porcelain handmade beads. Again, I'm a freehand, so hopefully you enjoyed watching me make these on this winter day and my crafting day for the day. Let me turn this around. Okay. There you go. And your porcelain beads. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see any more of my creations that I've done, go to MsGeeCraftingEtc, my Facebook page, and see if you like this. And eventually, I will be selling a lot of items along with anything else I create. So take a look at my page, my Facebook page. Again, MsGeeCraftingEtc. And wait for my next video. Hopefully, it won't be too long from now. Have a great day and go play in the snow. It's nice outside here in Chicago. Goodbye.